Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to RandJReviews, the home of Once Upon a Time reviews here on YouTube. I am R, and this is my co-host, Jay.
Boys and girls, all of my troubleholics and all his light and nights out there, welcome back to RandJReviews.
Yes, welcome. Here we are discussing Last Rites, the penultimate episode to the season finale of Once Upon a Time, Season 5.
Yeah, and like we've been saying, there's kind of been this whole agree to disagree gimmick going on with you and me for this season. I think we're going to be on the same page here, though.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have had a agree to disagree moment, many moments throughout this entire season, at least in this half, anyway. So let's dive into what happened. Oh, by the way, I think I said it, or I said it in another review. There is no flashback in this episode. It's all congruent. The only difference is it's just between two different realms. You have land of the living, land of the dead.
Yep, and that was great. I think it's so fresh when there's no flashbacks. I mean, yeah, flashbacks are there to tell a story that's, like Hercules is a pretty relevant staple to have, but I mean, it's so refreshing when it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's there to benefit. To make like in the sisters flashback, like that was to make us kind of understand, like, oh yeah, they could be friends again. Like it makes sense. Here it made no sense. So I was actually very happy that we didn't have a flashback. It was a good episode.
Yeah, about how Emma likes red jackets.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was in essence, it's very stupid. So at the beginning of the episode, King Arthur gets killed by Hades, which I thought was so funny. He's just like dead.
Yeah, 5A just came all the way just to that.
Yeah. Well, what I find even more hysterical is he was in episode 1 through essentially episode 11, and then we don't see him for 9 episodes, 10 episodes later.
Yeah, and then he just comes strolling along and dies.
Yeah, he's in handcuffs, and he's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Hades." And he goes, dead. And the funny thing was, Liam Garrigan, who was actually quite good and refreshing to see him back as Arthur, because I liked Arthur as a villain. He's crazy, but I liked him. When he's dead, he's like, he doesn't know he's dead.
Yeah.
Which made me laugh.
He played a good character, and I mean, I could see a lot of people complaining about how he kind of came off as good here and how that just kind of happened out of nowhere, but he never even came off overly evil to me.
No, he wasn't. He
very defensive.
He was tunnel vision. He said it flat out that he thought that he had to, fix Camelot or restore a broken kingdom. And in essence, he gets to do that now.
Yeah. Speaking about happy endings, even though, I mean, we're not talking about the ending, he didn't move on. I thought he had a terrific happy ending, though.
Yeah, he just has to kick Cruella off of her throne.
Which should be no problem.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I do have to admit, though, the one little scene of Victoria's Market where she's there, it always makes me giddy, because she was, like, flirting with him, despite the fact
what if their husband and, like, what if they're king and queen?
No, because, like, he helped Hook. Like, he's not. I don't think he would circle back. I would hope not.
I don't know.
Who knows? We're never gonna go back down there, so it's done. I think.
Yeah, I mean, we can't be too sure, but
yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not like there's a door that lets you just like walk into the underworld. So yeah. I think they're stuck. So yeah, the underworld storyline was trying to figure out how to defeat Hades down there, because they brought back the pages of the storybook that Cruella, because she doesn't want people to leave, she hid in plain sight in the worst part of the underworld, and Hook and Arthur go get the pages in the book. Right. Actually, I really did like that scene when the two of them are in the throne room. And Hook's like, help me find it. And he's like, well, the one place I would keep it is in my throne, because no one touches that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It was good to have that like, because he was a villain. So
yeah, like he can relate. Like what I truly liked about this episode is I actually felt like the bromance that they called it between the two. Like I felt it there between the two of them, as opposed to with David and him when it was like really forced and stupid.
yeah, I actually really liked that kind of bond they had, and especially where it went to towards the end, just that handshake at the end. I like that. I like that.
It worked. They wrote Arthur well finally.
I wish we had a good Arthur kind of for a little bit while longer.
Yeah, me too. I really wish so as well.
Because he helped Hook. I mean,
he clearly helped. He clearly redeemed himself.
So if he doesn't get it, I mean, it makes sense for him. He'll want to stay down there, but I mean, he helps Hook, and Hook gets this great prize, and he doesn't.
Well, he helped him. He didn't, and he still has a lot of redemption to do and stuff. But whatever. I mean, they did good for Arthur. Arthur got a happy ending.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because Hook was able to tell Emma how to defeat Hades, Hook got to leave. Thanks to Zeus. Who looked really scrawny and stuff.
Zeus, this all-powerful kid on the playground.
Who's the older brother in this show, I think, too, of Hades.
Oh, even better.
I'm sure that Zeus is older in this show. I think in mythology he's younger. I don't really know. I don't follow it, but all I know is he's older here for sure.
I'm just glad we didn't have to see more of Zeus this season.
Yeah, I just like with Hercules. I was like, no,
but that was good storyline wise for Hook, and the moment where he returns was really a beautiful moment. I think one of the more beautiful moments this show's had in quite some time.
Yeah. So that was really good. It's interesting. This episode, like two really big things happened. We haven't got to the second thing yet, but Hook came back to life, and it was just really nice seeing like that story. Like I was like, thank Christ, the whole purpose of this arc at least came to a head.
Yeah, and in this arc, it's not like they waited till 6 or something to bring him back.
Yeah, no, he's back. He's back. So, and he reunites with Emma, and it was beautiful. It was truly a great looking scene. So let's kind of talk about what we have in the present day. And by the way, I was live tweeting this, and Rebecca made her favorited 2 of my tweets. Just want to throw that out there.
Just want to let everyone know.
Yeah, well, Victoria Smurf has favorited my tweets before too. So, just makes me happy that they saw.
You hear that, everyone, right? You hear how he's kind of showing off. He's basically saying he's best friends with Victoria Smurf and Rebecca Maida.
Hey, we got a bond. Bex and Rob and Tori.
I wouldn't get too close. Sleeping curse.
Again, sleeping curse number 7. So the way to defeat Hades is to defeat him with the Olympian spear, which is the only thing that can, I guess, dissolve a god. Because it doesn't kill him; it just destroys. It just ends. I believe it's Hades. It ends you.
Right. Icicles are gods. Like for Greek gods, they're their greatest weakness. I think we all were aware of that. Gods, water melts the wicked witch, and frozen water kills
gods.
Right.
All right. So in the present day storyline, or I don't know what to call it. The land of the living storyline.
Storybook. And there's Storybook and Underbook.
Yeah, Storybook. So we have 2 things kind of going on. We have Emma grieving over Hook, but that was like the sub story, and then we have the Regina Robin Hood versus the Lena Hades storyline going on.
We had a sub story too, a Rumpel.
You can talk about that. I have no comment.
Yeah, just what do they do? He's just kind of floundering to be relevant at this point. It's
He calls Hades on the phone and goes, "I'll make a deal with you," and Hades is like, "No."
Yeah, and at the end, so it turns out that when a god dies, they leave behind the icicles that kill other gods.
Yeah, so that the end of the episode, Rumple holds the stick, and the trailer it looks like he's going to do something bad with the stick, and who knows? Next week's problem. Yeah, so Rumple has a stick, and Belle's asleep. Her dad won't wake her up because he doesn't want her to be stuck with him.
What curse did she get put on her?
Belle's under the sleeping curse.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I know. So that was 2 of the 3 stories. So the third one, the big one. How to start? Well, the first part of it was Robin Hood is like, I don't trust Selena, and Regina's like, try to trust her. Like, try to believe in her. He's like, no, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. And then they end up, Zelina, well, first off, Emma wants to beat Hades because she figures out how to do it, and she uses her, and she tries to break Selena's protection spell. And that was kind of cool. Like, it was the first time we actually really saw those two go at it. I like that.
Yeah, we haven't had enough with Selena and Emma, I feel like, on the series as a whole.
No, they never really ever interact.
So it's a welcome kind of change when we do.
Yeah. I mean, there was a scene a while ago where she gave her onion rings. And then, like, even in season 3, she never really interacted with her. So this was, like, the most amount of interaction they've had since she's been on the show.
Yeah, they've had very minimal. So it was, it's always nice to see the two of them.
Yeah. But Robin Hood and Regina get into her office, and they meet Hades, and Hades is going to threatening to kill Regina. But I think the reason, obviously, why is it's Regina. He doesn't want Zelina around Regina, and Regina's powerful, so he needs to get a more powerful person. He probably couldn't care less if Robin had lived or died.
Right.
And what happens, Joe?
Well, the icicle comes out, and the icicle puts Robin Hood down.
He gets speared and then dissolves and turns to dust. And Regina looks at his ghost, and then she cries. And then his body collapses. Actually, sorry, his body didn't turn to dust. Hades' body turns to dust. But his spirit comes out of his body.
Yeah, that was a kind of a freakish moment there. I was kind of thinking, Casper? Are they going to eventually do something with Casper? Does Disney own Casper?
I don't know.
I'm going to look that up. Because that's something I'm like, I could see Casper having that kind of image.
Just like have his ghost. Oh, I was thinking just like keep his ghost around him the whole time.
Oh my God, that would be
so aggravating.
Oh, I was going to say hilarious.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you have someone's ghost around you the whole time, they would go nuts. So, Robin gets killed, and Regina doesn't have enough time to process it. And then Zelina comes back, and this whole episode, like for a little while, Zelina was blinded by Hades for loving him.
Universal, by the way. Sorry.
Universal owns Casper. Okay. So, Zelina has to pick between the two of them. And actually, the scene when she had a pick was one of the more powerful scenes I've seen in a while. Those two have a great chemistry on the set together.
Yeah, that was really, really powerful, especially in the sense of how far Zelina's come as a character. And it all kind of built to this, and it culminated with this. And once it happened, and they were both kind of, crying, doing their own thing, and you see her hand go on Regina.
Mm.
And if this was a season ago and that hand went on Regina, it would went a completely different way. But seeing them turn around and embrace each other, another beautiful moment.
Oh yeah, it was great. So Zelina lost her boyfriend, and Regina lost her boyfriend,
and Emma got hers back.
And Emma's got hers back. So everyone cried this episode, but only Emma really kind of won.
Yeah.
And then there's a funeral. The baby gets named. They named the baby Robin. It's a unisex name. She's named after her dad. And
middle name Hood.
Middle name Lana. No, I should say Robin Lana. So Robin is dead, and we don't know what's really going to be happening with Regina over here. I hope to God that she stays sane.
Well, if she doesn't, We have a mental hospital arc coming up.
Yeah, we do. They can just restrain her. I actually really liked when the two of them were mourning. Zelina and her were mourning, and then everyone leaves, and then Emma's like, "I need to stay in," like, because even like Hook's gone, and she feels bad for losing Robin Hood too.
Right.
And like that, then like obviously that's the scene when Hook comes back we were talking about earlier, but it was just a great scene.
This, Hades wasn't my favorite villain in terms of how they portrayed him. I think it could have went far better. However, the ending, it felt like everything really did truly build to that moment, and it did have a kind of a monumental feel to it. So I do have to give them credit for making that moment feel the way it did.
Yes, no, it was good. Now they can start season 6. I mean, they're out of the underworld, and now whatever the issue of 6 is, they have the option to do it. Hades is gone. Zelina has her baby. Hook's back. The Dark One's Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
Everything's really been reset. The only thing that's happened that's been horrible is Regina lost Robin Hood.
Rumple, it just doesn't seem like things are going to be interesting with him. At this point, it's just kind of, we've seen everything with him. It's kind of, at this point, the character's wheels are just turning just for the hell of it.
I have always said I think he would have done better if he had died in season 3 and then they bring him back as a guest star to do flashbacks.
I love Robert Carlyle. I think he's terrific in the role. So I think having him dead would be like a waste of a good performance on the show. However, the character, they don't know what to do with him.
That's too scattered. Like, they can't make him good. They can't make him evil. They have to make him good lol. I don't know.
They make him embrace the evil. They make him kind of this snaky, kind of snarky, in the shadows kind of villain at times. And it's just, they don't know what to do with him. They want to keep him around just, to keep him around because of how good he is. But
yep. That's really it. So this is that was the episode. I would say it's I think we both could say we liked it.
Yeah, they brought back Belle's dad, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna, wake her up." Like, what? You think that's getting back at him? It's hurting your daughter. Like, what if her dad dies?
This is the man who wanted to erase her memories. Might I add?
Yeah, but like, what if he dies? Then she's screwed.
And I don't know. Maybe who cares? She'll wake up.
What if he gets put in a sleeping curse? You know how much the show loves sleeping curses. Inception of sleeping curses. You have, she can't wake up unless it's him, and he can't wake up unless it's
her.
Oh.
Well, who else could love him? His wife's dead. All he has is Belle.
Look out for that.
Writers, right? We're just the writers right here for the show. We're just giving you
Inception of Once. That's
Once Upon a Time, the Inception, season 7.
Once Upon Inception.
I like that.
Yeah, that's okay. But we are coming to this arc though. Now that we know about the next week's season finale, so this one concluded, and we always see this. We always see the villain kind of get vanquished in the penultimate episode. And
yeah. Yeah. Well. Also, by the way, just to give her a shout out, Merida was back for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it was nice to see her back.
Yeah, it was nice. I agree. Well, ever since they started to do these arc episodes, let's see, Pan died, Zelina died, then came back to life. Ingrid died. All the Queens of Darkness either moved on or died. Yeah, Ursula moved on. Cruella died. Well, obviously moved on. Arthur obviously died, but he didn't die till the end of season till today. And Hades is dead. So now it's like, what's next?
Well, this new arc where I'm saying I really, really want it, even though it seems like they're going to kind of create their own thing here. I think this is perfect timing for Jekyll and Hyde.
We'll find out.
I really think it would be perfect. I don't know if he would be a major villain. Could you think they'd be able to pull that off, Jekyll and Hyde?
I don't know. I don't have much faith in this. I need to see it done.
I don't know. We'll see. It looks like
this isn't something I know. In the trailer, it doesn't even like it interests me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm actually really curious. But I think we saw, if you pause, that you see that hospital too. It's there. I just don't know where it's going to go. Because they said what happens in this finale leads into season 6, but that's generally what happens in every finale they have.
Yeah, that happens every time. So
yeah, I don't know when that hasn't happened. I mean, season 2 ended, they went to Neverland. Season 3 ended, Elsa came. Season 4 ended, Emma became the Dark One. I mean, everything congruent into the next season.
yeah.
I mean, 1 ended and we didn't know what that was. So we did, I guess, but I don't know. It leads to many stories, is what it did. But 2 through 4 ended with 1 story to happen.
Right.
That's what I mean. That's what we mean. But yeah, solid episode. Robin Hood's dead. Are you set? So Outlaw Queen has sunk. Captain Swan has been fixed or risen from the dead, literally. So there are your ships. Which one do you support? What do you think will happen to Regina? Thank you so much for tuning into this long review of Last Rites, which is the rate it's going. I don't have a clock, but I'm almost as positive as long as the episode itself. So share your thoughts. What did you like about it? What did you dislike? Season finale, sneak ideas you want to talk about, share it there, or the trailer review. Make sure to subscribe to RandJReviews or the Marvel Nerds, both channels. And Joe has another announcement to make, and never done.
Yes. So again, the Patreon plug of the week here. Lauren Hughes, if you're watching, if you could contact us so we could talk about your rewards for this month. And for those of you who are not supporting our Patreon or haven't checked it out, just recommend just check it out, see if anything tickles your fancy. And what was that? What was that shake of the head there?
Okay. We'll talk about that when we're done.
Okay. So if anything tickles your fancy. And yeah, so just, check that out. And Lauren, if you could just message us, we do want to talk about your rewards.
Yes, yes. All of you, thank you. And we'll talk Sunday. I'll talk to a lot of you this week with the sneak peeks. We'll definitely all be here Sunday.
Subscribe. Only people that do so.
Yeah. I'm sorry we didn't get to anyone's reviews. We'll, you know what? Send us next week, and we'll read long reviews for this week and last week's. We'll do last week's in the beginning, and then this week the end at the end. So share your reviews for the episodes for us to read to. So thank you all. 14 of you watching. Greatly appreciate it, and we'll talk soon. Bye.